Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 18th through the 24th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. What's going on? Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Three of Wands. It's like waiting, but not waiting as if, you know, I'm just kind of laying around not doing shit. It's the kind of waiting of maybe you started some sort of something, some sort of action, and you're kind of waiting to see the results off of that, or, you know, kind of, it's the kind of waiting based on something you did. Yeah. In the recent past, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands. All right. There's a little bit of stressing out about something. There's a little bit of rejection about a direction that you want to, you know, go towards, but there's also this openness towards it. So it's like mixed feelings, I would say. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you're still kind of going in that direction. But man, it's a little bit stressing, this situation. So I don't know what this is about. We'll see when we clarify. In the current situation, the World card, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, you're cutting down a little bit. You're like taking away a little from that impulsivity, you know, from that, ooh, let me go do it. Let me go because it sounds so good. I'll do it right now, you know. That whole energy, you're kind of cutting down from that. There's a sense of groundness that you achieved. So from this place, it kind of doesn't make sense anymore that you jump for everything that looks good, feels good, sounds good, you know, all of those things. I'm not going to say maturity because it's not about that. It's about grounding your energy, basically. And that doesn't allow you to just jump left and right, you know? So we'll see. The Fool is good sometimes. Most times I like the Fool, but, you know, it can get us into trouble. Well, so that's why I kind of like the Nine of Pentacles here on your side. In the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups. This is interesting, because there's a space of love that is open here. It's almost like I'm looking at the energy of a mother watching over her children, something like that. But I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's more of what you're carrying inside is so big, and you're kind of observing what's being put outside, which is kind of little in contrast with the space you're holding inside for the situation. So it kind of comes in like that. Very open, very loving in this space. You know? And it's not like you're cautious in the way that you put it out there. It's just kind of natural in the way that it's coming in with these pages. It kind of feels playful, to be honest. When in the background is that whole supportive energy of love somehow. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. Let's see what we get with clarification here for the Three of Wands. The Six of Pentacles, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. Something is happening here, and I feel like it's a lot of a background, bigger picture kind of an energy that is unfolding for you. And I feel like you're seeing it. It's not that big of a picture, you know, where you can't see it for now. You're sensing all of these elements kind of falling into place. There's definitely a sense of equal give and take. There's happiness within that. There's a sense of just things falling into place naturally if you allow them, you know, and you're kind of the observer in all of this. So that's why the Three of Wands is there. As I said, it's not like, oh, I'm waiting for things to happen, or I'm waiting for this, that, and the other. It's like you're stepping back. You're taking that little step back. That's why the Fool is kind of going away for now. you know, where you're not necessarily gonna throw yourself into things or participate actively into things. You're just kind of observing. And it feels like, again, it's one of those things where you almost discover that if you allow for things to happen and to fall into place naturally, they will, you know? I love this. Whereas in the past, you were dealing with a little bit of a different kind of an energy, where you were involved, possibly not even with actions, but just with your energy. You know, with that sense of control, that sense of, but I want it like this, but it's not happening like this, blah, 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 blah. So definitely not allowing for things to fall into place. And that created stress. Let's see the Nine of Swords. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. This could be more related to your work than anything. Yes, there's a King of Cups in there, but that gives me like a sense of, it wasn't only that you were doing something that made sense, you were also doing something that you loved. You know, building up from something, from a place of love and from a place of, this is it. You know, this is what I want to do for myself. Or there's definitely that tie to the material somehow. But man, there's a whole lot of stressing around that. You know, at least at that time. What if it doesn't work out? But what if doubt possibly? Let's see the Seven of Wands. The Hermit, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords here, the whole spectrum of worries and doubt and fears and whatever it is you were bringing in to the situation from your mind, your noisy mind, that was your blockage. That was you standing in the way of that developing, because the energy is, as I said, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Those are beautiful energies. If you allow for those energies to flow out into, you know, let's see what happens. Good things have happened anyway, but you had the Nine of Swords there. And that was basically your nemesis, your own mind. You know, you standing in your own way. But I do see healing over that. I do see recognition of that and healing over that. And then there you are with the Page of Wands, merging more open, you know, or re-emerging more open from this situation. Let me do the World card in the current situation. Ooh, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, the Hangman. Now that's a whole lot of waiting. The Three of Wands on its own right there wasn't about waiting. This is a whole lot of waiting. And it's that step back. But I feel like it's been nudging you forever to take that step back, you know, to allow things to fall into their place. And right now you're in the middle of it. And I feel like you started doing this for a while now, but right now you're at the center of that. You're like, okay, I'm really taking a step back, you know? There's definitely a cycle that's being closed within this situation. So I feel like you've learned something valuable here within this Hangman of, let me look at things from different angles. Let me not overthink things, but let me take a step back before I go nuts about, oh, I want this, or I'm gonna go for this, or this Fool energy, as I said, it can get us into trouble sometimes. Let's do the Fool. But when we know the Fool, when we're friends with the Fool, perfect. Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Six of Cups. Yeah, definitely, man, you're on a good path here. And I'm not seeing the Six of Cups necessarily as, oh, the one, you got a soulmate knocking. It could be, for a lot of you, you are manifesting that, but I feel like it's more tied up to your soul family rather than anything. And even with that, you have that sense of, because you may recognize, you know, your soul family, your soul tribe, basically, you spot them, you're like, oh, I want you, come here, come with me, join me, you know, there's that sense of that Fool, that crazy sometimes. Well, I mean, to me, it's not crazy, but, you know, to someone slower in energy, it could seem like, oh my God, what's going on? But there's definitely even a temperance over that. Yes, acknowledging you're part of my soul family, you're part of my soul family, you're it, you're not it, but really smoothly going through this process right now. And it could be tied up to one particular situation for some of you. It's the bigger picture that I see in this reading, though. It's kind of like it's more than that, And it's the energies that you're approaching these situations with, which are very different from the past. Nine of Pentacles, which shows growth. For the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Empress. So there is one person out there. Now, I'm not sure how physically they are out there. Energetically for sure. Someone is tied up to your heart here. Someone is tied up to that whole desire of the heart, but as you fall into this energy of stability, of groundness, of jumping all over the place when you feel things, the energy of looking at other options shows up too. Not that you're looking actively, just the energy is there. It's showing up. Like, okay, I'm open, Despite the fact that there is this energy tied up to your heart here. But if they're not there physically, I don't know, I'm just saying. Let's do the Page of Cups in the immediate future. Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Moon. Of course the Moon is there. Why not? Again, this whole situation is coming from a very open heart space here. Now, there's something that's shifting within possibly this dynamic with this energy tied up to your soul here. I feel like it's going to be so subtle you're not even going to see it. You're not even going to acknowledge it necessarily, but there's a shift that's coming into play. There could be an energy of partnership, of collaboration, of something tying together that looks small. It looks small to the naked eye. Now, energetically speaking, there's a whole lot going on there, which again, I feel like you're not necessarily going to acknowledge, not at this time. But this is a good shift. And I hate the fact that it looks so small that you're going to be like, what, where, how, when, and then it shows up behind the curtains. No, it's bigger than that. It's okay. It'll reveal itself when it's time. Let's do the Page of Swords in the immediate future. King of Wands, the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands. It seems like when I look at this, it seems that you're dropping in intensity towards something that you want to go get. And I feel like it's tied up to this connection here. Now, man, I'm going to say it, I think I said it 100 times in this reading. It's the bigger picture. It's not that. It seems like that. It seems like, oh, I'm losing interest here. No. You're actually experiencing something tied up to your own growth, your own transformation. And when that happens, you're kind of pulling back towards you. And that kind of shifts the energy that you may think, oh, oops, I lost interest. I don't see it as that. I see it you're backing away from the situation because you're backing towards you more, because you're going through something here. Quite transformative at that. So that's why your action is showing up as very little towards this situation right here. Let's do the Queen of Cups in the immediate future. No, don't tell me that. The Death card, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Again, I'm not seeing it as, I see it as a break. That break of let me go within, out of business for out of me, the world, I'm out of business. I'm taking a vacation here. I kind of see it as a little bit of disconnect, but then coming back. bigger picture, not disconnect from you though. That's the point. Disconnect from everything outside of you so that you can connect more within you, and then showing up back within this love that you're obviously bringing to the table. That's what I'm gonna call this reading, I guess, the bigger picture. I don't know. It's been all about that. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Ouch. Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, the Magician. You're manifesting some sort of commitment here, possibly. But this Knight of Cups is tied up to that Empress. So I feel like this manifestation is already kind of happening energetically. I'm not sure if you're trying to manifest it on a physical plane here, where, you know, it's like, okay, well, let's see it, you know? I don't know. I just see you manifesting. I'm not going to say that it's going to happen or not. I do see some shifts here in a good direction. They're little though. It's not this. Not yet. So interesting. But that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.